By the way, do you like my shirt? Isn't it cute? I got it out of a dumpster. Yes, I did. I know, so clever. All right, apple turnovers. So, inspired by our Pillsbury crescent roll dough that I got last week couponing, I have apples cut up here, peeled and cut up in the pan with 2 tablespoons of butter thrown on top. I'm going to simmer this slowly on the stove. I'm going to watch it to make sure I don't burn it. And I'm going to make this kind of like delicious apple-y filling, and then I'll roll out the crescent rolls and try to construct a sort of a little turnover type thing. So I think the normal thing to do would be to use brown sugar. But I've baked a lot of cookies recently, and of course I'm out of brown sugar. I'm always out of the normal thing. But I think I'm just a fab example of how to make do, how to substitute, how to use what you have in your pantry. Do you remember they used to have that cooking show where the chefs would like come to people's homes and just go in their pantry and just with whatever the people already had in the pantry, they'd make some like fabulous gourmet meal? Well, that's what we're doing. So, I think my child just tried to steal my crescent rolls. Give them back, child. We're going to make apple turnovers, which is kind of like a little mini apple pie. And what do we have in the freezer that would go well with the apple turnover?
Vanilla ice cream.
That's right, vanilla ice cream. I think that's a nutritious dinner. We don't really have to have anything else, right? Apple turnover. There's fruit with vanilla ice cream. Dairy. That's a good nutritious dinner, right? Okay, so in the absence of a brown sugar, we are using maple sugar. And I think I might have stolen this out of my mama's pantry, because I know I didn't buy it. And I kind of think it might have been a gift from my brother and my sister-in-law. But my mom is never going to use it. Never, ever, 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 ever. So it makes more sense for me to have it, right? Because I'm using it right now. Thank you, brother, who never watches my videos and will never know what happened to this maple sugar. All right, so we're going to pop her open and dump in a bunch of maple sugar. Get in there. It's kind of like a big chunk getting in the way. Woo, that smells so good. I think that is going to be a really nice accent to the apples. I'm going to pour in a little bit of vanilla extract. And, of course, oh, did you take the cinnamon?
No.
Cinnamon! My favorite. Oh, that's not enough. Got to go to the section where you can just pour it out. Sprinkling. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. So, we are popping this beautiful apple concoction on top of the stove. On a low temperature so we don't burn it. And there are the apples simmering away on the stove. They look really good. They smell really good. They're developing this really nice syrup. I was thinking if they got too juicy, I would sprinkle on a little bit of flour to help thicken the sauce. But so far, that doesn't seem to be an issue, probably because of the huge amount of maple sugar I sprinkled on. Alright, I've got my cookie sheet covered with foil. If I had any spray in the house, I'd probably spray it to help these not stick, but used that up yesterday too. So, we're going to pop open our little crescent rolls. We're preheating the oven to 350. Woo! I know, I still want the little Pillsbury Doughboy to pop out and visit me on my kitchen counter, but he never does. That just seemed magical to me when I was a child. Alright, so we're going to unroll our dough. We're letting the apples cool a little bit. I didn't need to add any flour to thicken up the syrup. It seemed thick enough. And look at this fancy dough. Kind of smells like fake butter. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Alrighty. Get these ready, and then we'll fill them with the apples. Alright, you get 8 triangles of dough in the tube. I'm going to get a spoon because I don't think the spatula is going to work that well. And now I'm going to take a little bit of apple and plop it onto each one and attempt to roll it up. You want to see the apple again? I know you do. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And what kind of apples did I use, you're wondering? Which I neglected to tell you? All kinds of apples, whatever I had in the house, as always. I used Red Delicious, I had some Gala, I had Granny Smith, I think that was it, because I already used all the Golden Delicious for applesauce. Alrighty. Another little spoonful. Now let's try to roll them up. Whoops. The heat of the apples is kind of making the dough kind of soften and squishy. Alright, I think I'm going to have a lot more apple than I'm going to need, though I do have another can of dough, but I was thinking the apples themselves would just make a really nice topping for ice cream, or heated in a bowl on their own, they'd be really nice. They'd be nice with a little Cool Whip on top. Alright, so they are kind of gooping out the sides. Let me try to arrange these so they're somewhat separated on the pan. Alright, I hear my children giggling maniacally in the background, which does worry me a little bit, because you think to yourself, what could they be up to? Alright, we roll. Yeah, the heat of the apples is definitely softening this dough up a lot. I don't really want to move them around too much once they're rolled, because they are, oops, I think they might fall apart. So, alright, given how soft and mushy the dough is getting, I'm thinking don't take it out of the can ahead of time, because it's just, in warming up, it's just getting too soft, and I'm thinking it would be easier to work with the cooler it is. And why is this one falling apart? I'm going to smush it back together. Alright, there, we put a little bit more apple on. We will attempt the rolling maneuver, except it kind of comes out the sides. This is really kind of like an apple croissant. Alrighty, da-da-da-da-da-da. We're going in the oven. I don't know how long. We'll tell you when we come out. I'm thinking 20 minutes? Alright, they're going into the oven. Ooh! Almost dumped them all on the floor. Okay, they're going in the oven. If I was feeling very fancy and ambitious, I would imagine I'd put an egg wash over them to give them that golden brown color, and then even sprinkle some fancy, you know what I'm saying, fancy sugar over it, like the large crystal sugar, or even if I had Christmas sprinkles, I'd put them on, but I'm not feeling fancy today. I'm feeling kind of worn out. But I recommend that you do it the fancy way and then tell me how that worked out for you. Alright, so like the great big pig I am, I decided I'm just going to try the apples, right? So I'm just holding the giant pan in front of me with a big old spoon. And I decided to try some. And they were so good that I just had to share that with you. They're so good! This would be so good over ice cream. You know, if you're on a diet and you want to remove the crescent roll component of the dish. This is, oh my gosh, butter, maple sugar, cinnamon. That's good. I don't have germs. Stop it. And here they are after 20 minutes at 350. I think they look really, really yummy, actually. I kind of wish I had done the egg wash because I think it would make them nice and shiny. I tried to brush a tiny little bit of melted butter onto give them a little bit of a shine. But I think the egg wash would make them really pretty. Ooh, they're hot. I think those are going to be very delish in a little while for a special treat. Yum. And just in case you're feeling guilty about being too lazy to put the egg wash on, you can always make a little bit of glaze out of confectioner's sugar and a little drop of milk and a little bit of vanilla extract and dribble it over your beautiful little apple puff pastry delight to, jazz it up and, show your family just how much you cared. Jazzy. And the taste testers have arrived. All right, girls.
Dig it.
Dig in.
Dig in, people.
Thumbs up from Neve. Thumbs up from Autumn. Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it delicious?
Yeah.
Is it the most delicious thing you've ever had?
Yeah.
All right, so was this a success?
Best.
The best?
I've ever.
Good.
This is the best thing we've cooked so far.
Yay.
So make this at home. You can put apples inside because we did, and so you can do it too. And this is the cutest movie I've been in.
All right.
Bye.
Click to subscribe.
Hope you guys enjoy.
We hope you enjoy.
Bye.
We hope you enjoy.